Everybody put your hands in the air.
Somebody's got to, then I want that somebody to be you.
What's up, y'all? Today it's just me, but we're doing something special because I am going to give you the backstory on our song, Somebody's Got To. We have been getting a ton of questions about the story behind the song, what inspired it. So I thought I'm gonna make a video and address all these questions and just give y'all some answers. All right, here we go. Before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. It really helps us out a lot. And it's super quick. All you gotta do is click it, like right now. Yay, now you're subscribed. The first question that I'm going to address is, who wrote the song? I wrote Somebody's Got To a couple years ago, actually. I remember getting this idea for the verse. It came to me with somebody's gotta win, somebody's gotta lose. It's not a thing we get to choose, somebody's got to. And I just kept building from there. I didn't really know what the chorus was gonna do yet. I knew I wanted it to be a love song. I was just trying to think of all of these different things that somebody's got to do. So I sort of took it from a perspective of telling this love story and naming these different things that somebody's got to do. And if somebody's got to do them, then I want that somebody to be you. So that was the direction that I wanted to go in there. I remember when I finally had it all written and I sang it for one of my friends and she was like, Lauren, y'all have got to go record that song. Honestly, I think I was a little apprehensive to get in the studio and record it because I wanted it to be perfect. I had this vision in my head and I wanted to make sure that I had the right producer that knew exactly what I was going for there. So back in 2019, I was searching for a producer and I spent months doing my research and I finally found somebody that I was so excited for us to be able to work with. At that point, I had the song for about a year. It took me that long to finally find somebody that I felt like I could trust and that would make it into exactly what I wanted. So we went up and we got in the studio and worked with this guy who has some massive hits in the industry. I was so excited for it. When we got in the studio, he wanted to change the chord structure, which changed the entire sound of the song. And I was really apprehensive to do it. I didn't really feel like it was the right thing to do. But on the other hand, here's this guy sitting in the room with me who has #1 hits on country radio, so I thought, I mean, he should know what he's talking about, so let's just see what happens. And so he tried to change so much with the song, and he told me that I wasn't capable of singing the song in the key that I wrote it in, that I would need to move it down because I couldn't hit the notes. So I was like, oof, taking all these slaps, honestly. But I respected his opinion, and I thought that he was trying to do what he thought was best for us, so I went with it. A month later, we got the song back, and y'all, I've never been so upset in my life. It was not my song. It didn't sound anything like what I had written. It didn't sound anything like what I had envisioned. And I just remember crying. I was bawling my eyes out. It was horrible. It was not a good situation. So I told him that it's just really, I didn't feel like it was the right vision and went in the right direction. Could we make some changes on a couple of things? And he was not willing to do that, which is really odd because there's sort of an understanding that you get a couple of remakes until you are satisfied. Well, anyway, it turns out that he was not really in it to try to help us make the song the best it could be. I guess he was trying to scam us? I don't really know. It totally blindsided me, and it made me very disheartened with the whole thing. After that, I had this song that I couldn't use. It's like, this doesn't represent me or our sound or anything about us. This is not us. So I sort of had to dump it and sort of just take it as a loss and a learning lesson. And I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was in a very, I don't wanna say dark, it's not dark, but I was very taken back and knocked down. So I knew that from that point I could either stay there and let that guy just defeat me and just completely ruin my song, or I could dust it off and go find somebody else who believed in me and my vision and do this thing and put the song out like it was originally intended to be put out. And so I was praying every night that the Lord would guide me to the right producer for this song. And lo and behold, about 8 months later, I happened to come across this guy who I thought might be a good fit for the song. And so we went up to Nashville and we worked with him, and we recorded 3 songs. Only Thing Missing, Dear Miranda, and Somebody's Got To. I was able to work with him before we even got into the studio with different things on the production side of it too, which was so cool and such an awesome process for me as a musician, just to be involved in that. And things like the whole guitar riff. I was able to work that out with him, and that guitar riff actually came from another song that I wrote. It was really cool to see it all come together, and wow, I'll never forget getting that track back from him. It was the craziest thing because of all the disheartening things that went on just a year prior, and me sort of feeling like I was in this place of I'll never find somebody who can hear this song for the way it's supposed to be heard. And I just remember listening to the song for the first time and once again just bawling my eyes out, except this time it was happy tears. It was perfect. It was everything that I had envisioned for the song. That all went down in November of 2020. Then 2021 came along, and it was the year to release our music for the first time as the Band McMillan. We had released a couple of songs during the year prior to Somebody's Got To, and then November came along, and I know this is the next question that everybody's been asking and dying to know. The Crush video. What happened with the Crush video? What happened with you guys in the Crush video? Yeah. Okay, you ready for it? Grab your popcorn because I'm about to let you know what's going on with the Crush video. So if you didn't know already, we sort of introduced this song to the world with a video where my sister Kathryn played the song for her crush. And the whole story behind the video was that she wrote the song for her crush. Well, that is the awesome thing about music, that I can write a song that can be played and you hear it, you get one story out of it. It has a whole specific meaning for you, then a whole different meaning for you than it does for me. That is the beauty of music in general, and what I love the most about being a songwriter is that I can write a song that speaks to everybody in different ways. It can have so many different meanings. Kathryn and her Crush video, we had a great time filming that thing. It was so much fun. So basically, she played the song for her crush as a way of saying, hey, this is about you. I'm meaning the song about you. It was really fun to see his reaction and everything, and yes, they are dating now. Everybody wants to know they're dating, and they are actually in our music video for Somebody's Got To as well. If you haven't checked that out, I will link it in the description of this video. It was a really cool and fun way for them to sort of tell each other, you know, and hopefully maybe some of y'all will do that to your crushes. If you do, you have to let us know, okay? You have to send it to us or something, because I gotta see that. Come on now. You can't leave me hanging on that. It was incredible to see the support that we received on this song. Because of y'all put it on the iTunes charts and kept it in the top 10 for over a month. It was insane. The craziest thing ever. You don't even know how much that meant to us. When your song comes out, you have to check the charts. And so I sort of stay up almost all night just checking to see if it even charts. I remember it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was in the dark in my bedroom scrolling on the iTunes charts and I didn't see it, and I was like, dadgummit. I think I got up to the top 10 area and I didn't see it, and I thought, well, maybe it'll be somewhere in the top 100 at least in the morning. And I just scrolled a little bit more and the song was at number 2. My mind was blown. I literally screamed and woke up our whole household, and I was like, y'all, come look. It was incredible, and it was all because of y'all and the support that you've given the song. Y'all will never know how much it means to me, especially going through all the stuff that song went through. Now to see everybody relating with it and the kind messages y'all are sending us, it's incredible. It's really incredible and mind-blowing to me. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, the first producer, like I said, he told me that I wasn't going to be able to sing this song in the key that I wrote it in. But let me tell you right now that the song is out in the key that I wrote it in, and I am singing it in that key, so I don't really know why he didn't think that I could do that. I wrote it in that key for a particular reason. I think when you try to change it, it just changes the emotions, and the feeling can be put into the words and the way that I sing it. All that to say, if you have a dream or a vision of something that you believe in, you believe that God has placed on your heart to do, and people try to stop you along the way, don't let them stop you. Because if you let those downfalls hold you back, and you never know what might come of it. If you gotta get yourself up, you gotta dust your shoulders off, and you gotta fight for it. If you want it more than anything in the world, then believe in yourself and go do it. That is the moral of the story with Somebody's Got To. I hope this video answered your questions that you may have had about this song and gives you a little more insight. Maybe now when you listen to it, you'll think about somebody telling us, no, you can't, you can't. Get ready, because we have a lot planned for 2022. I know I've said thank you about 500 times during this video, but honestly, I cannot say it enough. God bless you guys, and keep on listening to Somebody's Got To.
If somebody's gotta get dressed up, if somebody's gotta pick me up and tell me